Well, hello, sexy monkeys. Welcome back to SkyGeneYouTube Experience. I'm Ben. We're going to talk about episode 4. And the main thing about this episode is river crossing. Yes, if you take a wagon with 4 horses and you cross the river, it is one of the most dangerous things you could ever do now, but especially back then. So they have to cross the river, and that's really the main theme. So they're not moving too much because beginning of the episode is kind of the lead, talking about it, planning it, and then they do it near the end of the episode. Oh, tough to watch. Tough to watch, really is. It's really a moment of truth. How is this? How are we going to do this? Because, they're going to cross many rivers before they get to where they want to go. So, this is the moment of truth of how they handle this, is how they're going to handle all the other rivers. And it's just going to get harder and harder. So, I thought this was mostly Germans, but it's actually not. It's full of Europeans. You have Italians, Gypsies, Russians, and many other ethnicity groups that I have not figured out yet. But I realize there's many others than just Germans in this group. Elsa, though, the main chick, she is starting to. This is one of those episodes where she's starting to lose her dress and become more of a cowboy. Because in this episode, she gets pants. She's like, I'm done wearing a dress. I'm on a horse. I want pants. So this is the start of her becoming a cowboy or a cowgirl, however you want to look at it. And you gotta realize back then, women did not wear pants. They did not drink coffee. And they definitely didn't do that while buying horses. So it's crazy that what women can't do. I mean, they could do it, but it was just like unwritten rule. Like, women don't do that. But I love seeing women do it. It's fucking beautiful. Okay, so remember, river crossing. Germans, it was illegal for them to swim in Germany before, that's why they came over here to get away from that shit. So these people can't swim. A lot of these people can't swim. So those currents, if you get away from the safety rope, you're gone. At least if you don't know how to swim. So I'm going to tell you, a good handful of people died in this episode just crossing the river. You get some backstories on Thomas and Shay, played by LaMonica and Sam Elliott, the buddies from Civil War. They've been buddies for 20 years. So Sam Elliott, you definitely see he has PTSD nightmares from the Civil War. And Thomas talks about being a slave as a child and how that was way worse than the Civil War. And you get to see those guys just sharing the bond together. Thomas and Naomi, the girl that he met the episode before that lost her husband with the 2 kids, they are getting closer and closer together as a relationship. Right now, it's just a really good, strong bond that they're starting. And like I said in the last episode, it ends up being a really beautiful bonding with these two. You're going to enjoy it. There's a funny scene where Tim McGraw, his character James, catches his daughter kissing the cowboy. And the way they do it, it's so fucking hilarious where the cowboy is just like, I'm dead. I'm fucked. You're gonna shoot me? Oh shit. Oh my god. I love the comedy in that. And the way they play it out. I love that shit. But really, the end of this, the theme of it is leaving the stuff behind that you don't need. Because all these immigrants were carrying stuff they did not need to survive. It was just, like furniture, dressers, a stove, piano. You do not need that to survive. But in their eyes, they're like, well, this is everything we have. But you can't. Because when you cross the river, your wagon cannot be that heavy. Because the heavier it is, the more it sinks. It's just going to kill you. So the Oregon Trail is full of, dead bodies and crosses, but it's also full of luggage throughout the time of immigrants having to leave their luggage behind. It's a huge theme throughout this 1883. And this one really hits home where, like, you have to get rid of your shit or you will die. And that's really the main theme of this episode. So that's really it for episode 4. I'm going to move on to episode 5 and we'll talk about that. So, all right, sexy monkeys, take care.